All right, welcome back. Will Worsham is joining us now for this week's Speaking Legal discussion. First of all, thanks for coming in.
Good to
And
see
you're
you,
getting
Will.
ready to jet out for the competition you've been talking about.
Yeah, actually flying to Chicago for a seminar tomorrow, and then from Chicago to Little Rock for the competition. So
Are you geared up and ready
we're
to go?
ready to go. Yeah,
All right.
we've been training.
Good luck with that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
We'll
Very
keep good
exciting.
thoughts for you.
I appreciate
Oh,
that.
of course.
All right. You ready for the question?
Yes.
Now we'll segue into the other profession. All right, here we go. I lost my job and can no longer afford to pay child support. Do I still have to pay even though I'm unemployed? I know there's a short and a long to this
Yes.
answer. I know that.
Yes.
I knew that one.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the short answer.
Yeah.
Are there any caveats? I mean, is there any wiggle room at all? Because you can't get blood from a turnip. How are you
Right.
supposed to get money if you don't have a job?
Well, let's be real specific about it. You have to pay your child support.
Right.
There's no excuse, anything for not paying your child support. In fact, failure to do so can be a criminal offense. You can be imprisoned for not supporting your children. It's essentially the same thing as if you weren't divorced, they live in your house and you don't feed them and you don't clothe them. It's
same thing,
It's
same
considered
thing.
neglect.
Okay.
So it applies. You have to pay your child support. Now, there are situations where you can get child support amounts modified.
Right.
Okay? But you have to go to court to do that. You can't just do it on your own.
Right.
And there's certain factors the court is going to look at before they're going to be willing to do that. As we've talked many times before, the court's concern and primary overarching premise is going to be what's in the best interest of the children. However, you cannot get blood from a turnip. The court is going to look at a situation like this. If you come and petition them and say, hey, I lost my job, I can't pay, probably what's going to happen is the court is at least initially going to say, you need to go get a job.
I would think.
Right.
You can't just voluntarily, willfully, or neglectfully, or negligently even, be unemployed and say, I can't pay.
And they don't care if it's in the same field. Go get a job.
Exactly.
Earn money.
Now,
Right.
if you can show to the court and prove that you have substantial and continuing changed circumstances, that is the threshold for modifying a child support amount. And by the way, that standard is going to apply either to modify a child support amount downward or upward. So there's always the opportunity, and we see this all the time where maybe 5, 6 years have gone by, somebody's career has really taken off,
Right.
maybe they were entry level when they got the divorce and the
Right.
child support amount was set. Now they're really doing well, then the other spouse can come to court and say, hey, we need to change this because
Yes.
the kids are entitled to the benefit of their parents' increase.
And it is not the same argument as with a spouse saying, hey, I want more. This is your child.
Right, and the standards for setting child support are completely different from the standards that support maintenance, which is supporting a spouse or ex-spouse.
Now, what if, Will, because how come there's so many deadbeat dads? I mean, you can't not pay it, but how come it happens? Does the other parent not have the money to go to court? Doesn't take the time to go to court because it's very prevalent.
I mean, that's a tough policy question. Realistically, yes, a parent has a private action to go to court to enforce child support, but so does the state. So a lot of times the state will be the one. There's an entire division of the Child Support Enforcement Division of local prosecutors' offices. There are prosecutors, and their job is to collect unpaid child support. And they can do that either through civil process or, like I said before, through a criminal process if it's serious enough.
Right.
Now, what if circumstances changes, either end of the spectrum? Is this something you need to go to the courts? You need to find an attorney, I would imagine, and go to the courts from there?
Yeah, whichever side of this decision you may be on, you're going to need to go to court and ask for a modification of the child support amount, either down or up. And I mean, you try to hypothetically envision scenarios. Maybe we're now talking about somebody that's not just lost their job, but maybe they become disabled, and they're now unable to earn the amount of money they earned before.
Right.
Right.
If it's a permanent injury, a court could look at that and say that is a substantial and continuing changed circumstance that would be a basis for modifying a child support downward, just as upward mobility, of course, if it's considered to be substantial and continuing.
Right.
If it's just, hey, we happen to have a good year this year, that might not be enough.
And does it take some time sometimes to get those things figured
It
out?
can. It's just like anything else. Everybody has the opportunity to come to court, present their case, get discovery, collect evidence from the other parties, depositions, request
you
for
wish it
production
was
of
done right
documents.
now.
and
Find an
an
attorney.
Yeah.
Find an attorney. That's what
Yeah.
it says
All
right
that
there,
good
all
stuff.
of that.
Yeah.
All right.
People want more information on this, would like to be able to, talk with you. They may have a question. How do they?
They can always email us here at the station, wworsham@color10.com, our law firm, 863-9455, or willworshamlaw.com on the web.
Very
All right,
good.
Will.
And good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Yes,
All
good
right.
to see you. We'll be right back after this.